Hi there, this is Tammy. Welcome back to my channel. This is Tammy's Crafty Life, and this is going to be another video that is a Flosstube video all about cross stitch, except for one little thing at the end if I remember to do it. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new, I hope you like what you see and that you'll come back. And if you're returning, I appreciate that you're returning and thank you very much. It's very nice to see you is what I was going to say, but you can see me and I can't see you. So today I have some new starts, some finishes, a couple of whips, and some haul. I want to start out by letting you know there may be breaks where it just looks like it cut off and then started again. I have a large dog on the floor over there, and he likes to bark at anything and everything outside. So when he does, I need to stop, and then I'll cut that piece out. But he doesn't listen to me when I tell him to stop, so I have to pause the video. I'd also like to thank Heather North. It's kind of funny, I was going to mention her in my video today anyway, because I just recently found her. She has a Flosstube channel, and I really enjoyed her videos, and she and I have a lot in common. And one of my new starts is because of something that she did. So I was going to mention her anyway, and then she mentioned me in her last video. So thank you, Heather. Thank you very much for that shout out. I really appreciate it. And because of that, Sarah Stitches came over and checked out my channel, and a couple other people who didn't say that Heather sent them, but they may have. So thank you everyone who watches, who has watched, and I'll get into it. I want to start by sharing a couple of things. A couple of, well, one is something that I just figured out that really helps me in my cross stitch, and then something else, well, they both help me in my cross stitch. So the first thing is, I have this needle threader. It's this kind of a needle threader. Let's see if I can get it where you can see it. These have been around forever. They might be made by Loran, but I don't remember for sure. I very first saw one many years ago when I sold Creative Circle, which was the beginning of my stitching journey, a lot of years ago. And it's my favorite because it has a small hole on one side and a bigger hole on the other side. So at the time, Creative Circle had cross stitch and crewel, and there was like 6 different kinds of needlework, and you could use this needle threader for yarn or for embroidery floss, so I really appreciated that. And I still had a couple from then, and I wanted to put them in my project bags, so I started searching for them, and I found them on 123 Stitch. I think they might come 2 in a package. So I bought a bunch of them, and the bummer for me was that several of them have, like, the hole on the small side is not smooth, so they catch. They still work, but they catch in the needle. So I'm going to see if my husband can help me with that, because I bought like 10 of them to have different ones for different things. And then I was always searching for it on my desk. I usually stitch at my desk, and so I took a little piece of floss and attached it to my scissors. And I did that. It helps me also if I go stitch at my chair. It's attached and I don't have to worry about losing it. But this is just a piece of embroidery floss, and I've been wanting to make scissor fobs anyway, so I'm going to make some that the needle threader is part of the fob. So that was one thing I wanted to share. And another thing I wanted to share is I've always been one who used a magnetic board and magnets when I'm following my cross stitch chart. And on a big chart that's pretty dense in stitches, that helps a lot, but you can still get lost. And I don't know where I saw it. Just recently I saw that I've always made a working copy because I don't want to mess up my original copy, and somebody took their working copy and was highlighting as they went. I also have Pattern Keeper, and I use that for my full coverage, but for ones that are in a book or a purchase chart, it's not that easy to get them in Pattern Keeper, in my opinion. There may be an easy way, but I haven't found it yet. And so what I've started doing is highlighting as I go. I'm just going to show you just a little corner. See how that's highlighted? That is a game changer for me. It makes it so much easier to figure out where I'm at, especially in something dense where there's probably thousands of stitches in this small space. And it's so easy to get lost when there's several different colors of floss. So that was, I don't know why I didn't know that before. I should have thought of that years ago. I don't know what my problem was, but. And then one last thing to share. I showed you my planner last time because I bought it because it was purple. And I really only use it, I mean, I write my appointments in there, but I don't have that many appointments. So I'm using it to keep track of my stitching. And one way I keep track of it is in my monthly planner. I write my Whip Go goals for the month over here. I'm writing projects that I worked on. And I have a section where I write my finishes, and then a section where I write my new starts. And then I have this little printer. It's a Polaroid printer, photo printer, and I can print these little photos. They're 2 by 3. And so there's a preview of my finishes I was going to show you. And I can print them out and put them in when I finish them. It doesn't have perfect color. Like this one should really be white, and I could not get it white, and this one's a lot darker than it should be. But it has some adjustments, but the color is not great, but it gives me an idea. So I put that in my planner. So those were just my little things. They're about cross stitch, but not stitching. Let's see. I was going to start this time with, I'll start with my finishes. The first one from the little pictures that you saw is Primrose Cottage Stitches, Be Nice. And it says Be Nice or Buzz Off. I changed the colors. I changed the greens and the yellows. And let's see, I didn't get out a white. Did not get out something white to put behind it. So hopefully this will work. So I have not decided how I'm going to finish this yet. The picture has it as a pillow. I'm not really a pillow person, and this is pretty small. So I might, yeah, I'm not sure. Well, I think I stitched it bigger than the pattern called for. Does it say what they stitched it on? They stitched on 25 count, 2 over 2. I stitched on 28 count, so it should be a little smaller than what the pattern was. So that's my Be Nice. I like it says Be Nice or Buzz Off. That was my first finish since my last video. And my next one is Plum Street Samplers Corgi Caboodle. I had been looking for a Corgi pattern for my daughter. She's a Corgi lover. She has a Corgi. And I found this one. It's small and it's stitched up pretty quick. And I was able to finish it. This is, the fabric is 16 count scroll by Bee Stitched Me. And this is my finish. And I'm trying to decide, I think I'm going to make this a flat fold. And I'm hoping to finish it. I'm going to see my daughter on Sunday. This coming Sunday. And so I'm hoping to fully finish it by then. So I'll have to take a photo of it, because if I do fully finish it, I won't be doing another video before Sunday. So those were my finishes. And my new starts. The first one, this is thanks to Heather North. She showed this project that she's working on, and I just loved it. I'm not necessarily a pink person, I'm a purple person, but when I saw this on her video, I fell in love with it. This is the Rose Farm. This is from Shannon Christine Designs, and you actually purchase 4 different charts. This is one, and then there's 3 here. And she has a free frame that you can use. I almost only bought the barn, and so far I have only bought the barn and I got the frame, but I'm going to get these other 3 patterns also. And it's just so pretty. Of course, her pictures are not, are they stitched? Anyway, her pictures don't do them justice. And I don't have a huge start, so you're not going to see a lot of the pink, but here is my start. I started the frame, which I had to in order to get my barn in the right spot. This is the quilt, and I'm working my way over to the barn because I want to stitch that. So this is just a little start. This blue fabric I hand dyed. It's 18 count Aida, and I had it in my stash. And so that was a just because start. My next new start is on the last video I showed you. I had the Believe Snow Friends banner, and I have the Christmas Snow Friends banner. And when they pulled the WIPCO numbers, I wasn't into what I had for those numbers, so I changed them, and I decided to start this. So this was my second new start, and I am loving this. I actually stitched my WIPCO goal is 5 days on each project. I actually stitched on this for maybe 10. Well, yeah, I think it was 10 because I couldn't stop. I couldn't put it down. So this is it. I've decided this is my favorite size of Q-snap. I take an 11 by 11 and an 8 by 8 and take them apart and make two 8 by 11s. And I really like this size. It's really nice to stitch with. So this is, I love the ombre look in these letters. And I had so much fun stitching on this. I haven't put it away yet. I've done my goal for the month, but I haven't decided if I'm going to put it away or keep it out and keep working on it. I have so many projects that I really love that it's hard to choose. But I had to put that down so I could start on my other WIPCO for the month. And it is Flamingo. This is a kit that I bought, I believe, on Amazon. It's RTO. I don't know what that stands for. It has DMC floss. The kit came with 14 count Aida, and I changed it to 18 count Aida, so it'll be smaller. This is for my sister who loves flamingos, the same one I made the tea picture for. So this one, 14 count, it would be 10.14 by 12.78. And because I'm doing 18 count, it's going to be basically 8 by 10. So a little bit smaller. And I also have gone past my 5 days. I have 6 or 7 days on this. And I'm not ready to stop. So here's my flamingo. I'm almost done with the first flamingo. I'm working on his head and neck. This part's all done up here. And once I have this done, then I'm going to move this up. This is another 8 by 11 frame. Then I'll move this up and work on the bottom part and work my way over to where the second flamingo is. So this is 6 or 7 days. And what I have done, I already had all this green done, and I had like an outline of the body. So I've finished filling in the body, and this is one of those places where there are a bunch of colors, and highlighting the pattern has made it so much easier for me to keep track of where I'm at. I've still made a couple of mistakes, but I've found them and fixed them. So that is Flamingo. Those are my 2 WIPCO projects for April. And I can't wait to see what pops up for next month. On the 27th is when Jessie Marie Does Stuff is the name of her video, her YouTube channel. That's when she draws the numbers, so I'm curious to see what will come up next. Let's see, whoops, who starts, finishes. All I have left to share with you is my haul, because I only worked on a few things. My last video was just over 2 weeks ago. The first thing I'm going to show you is right on top, so I have to. Somebody's video, they had these boxes, and they were using them for their extra floss. And so I went to Michael's and got some. This is a 3-drawer box, acrylic box. and it's made for washi tape. So each drawer has 3 dividers in it, so there's 9 compartments, and it's the right length for embroidery floss. So I already had 2, and you can't see, oh, you can see them. They are right there, that I put all my extra floss in. And then I was at Michael's today, and when I bought them, I had a coupon. There's a coupon that goes to the end of the month for 20% off your entire purchase of regular price items. So I bought those with a coupon for 20% off. I went back today, and all their storage is 40% off, so I got a much better deal. So I bought 2 more. The next thing I got is, this is actually a purse. See the paw prints? This is so much fun. There is a website, what's it called? All the stuff they sell is like cat and dog themed, and the money goes to feed animals. Dang, I should have written that down because I see the emails all the time. Anyway, it's a crossbody strap, but I was thinking after I opened it, it just came in the mail today. I think I'm going to make it into a project bag because it's a good size. It's the right size for a project bag. I'm not sure. I might carry it as a purse. I might make it a project bag. I'm not sure, but I thought it was really fun. I love their ombre paw prints all over it. The animal, there's a tag. The animal rescue site. I've bought some fun animal themed things off of there. The next thing that I have is, this is my bag of the month from So Much to Love, and this is the April bag. I get the large bags from her, so they have a gusseted bottom, and they're made that they'll hold an 11 by 11 Q-snap frame. I have some of her smaller ones too, but I like this extra big one. And then I also get the add-on of the little bag that I can put goodies in, extra goodies. So I love this. This bunny fabric is really fun. And it always comes with a tea bag and some candy. And the candy was a little package of jelly beans, multi-pack. Those always make me nervous because jelly beans has some really funky flavors. So the one funky flavor that was in there that I didn't like was licorice, black licorice. And then there was another one that tasted kind of weird, so I don't know what it was, but there was only like 10 of them in there, and the others were fine. The next thing I purchased when I was on Shannon Christine's website is this, red, white, and blue. I think this is really fun. I love the colors of it. And then I dug out this fabric is Glacier by Be Stitch Me. It's 18 count Ada, and it's opalescent. And this is what I'm going to put it on. I don't know if you can see the sparkles, but it is really pretty, and I thought it would be a good backdrop for this really pretty red, white, and blue in this picture. So I'm anxious to start this one of these days, but I'm not sure when. And then I think I got this. Where did I get this? This is from Cherry Hill Stitchery, so I think it might have come off of Facebook because it was free. And it's called Red, White, and Bloom. And they stitched it 2/2 on 32 count raw natural Belfast linen. I don't do linen, I've said before. And I pulled out some other blue fabric. This one I dyed myself. And I'm going to put it on this one. This is 16 or 18 count Ada, I don't know which. When you dye stuff, it shrinks, and so I'm not positive. I've also started using these Floss Cards. These come from Hobby Lobby, and you get a package of 6. And so on this side, there's a place to write your information for each floss. And what I started using these for my Heaven and Earth designs because I use Annie's Keepers for my floss usually, but with Heaven and Earth Designs, it's way too bulky to have that many, to have 90 on rings. So I started buying these because they take up way less space. And one thing that I do on those is I don't fill in all the stuff they have on here. I just write the color number. But on my Heaven and Earth Designs, I'll write in here the number of skeins because a lot of those take multiple skeins of one floss. And then on the other side, there's a place to put the project name and then the date started and date completed. And I love Andy's keepers, but they've gotten really hard to get. And I found something else that I'm hoping to have to share with you for my next video. Because I don't like to bobbinate, I don't like kinky floss, so I think I'm going to really like this other way that I might be getting part of it in the mail tomorrow. It's coming from Australia. Another thing I got in the mail is this little stand. This is from Chantel at 141 Design Company. It's sealed in plastic. This piece here is a little stand, so it will look, and then this is to make the little hanger. So this is, I don't know, maybe 9 inches tall. And it can go on your tiered tray, or it can stand separate. So I haven't figured out yet how I want to finish this. It's unfinished wood. Last video I showed you several other things I have from her. I also just signed up for a new monthly fabric, and this is Grace Notes. I found them on Facebook, and I got my first one. This is Earl Grey, and from her I am getting 28 count Lugana, and it's a fat quarter. So this is, it's kind of a, it's a gray color. I feel like that's pretty true right there. Maybe. I think it's more gray than it shows. It's looking more blue in the video. So I'm going to have to find something fun to stitch on this. And then it's my first time getting anything from her, and she included, I've already taken one out, but she included this package of tail end weavers. So there was 2 in there. And I used one of those the other day. And then she also included, I've lost one, a couple of fun stickers. Here's one of them. And a nice little note. So that was my fabric of the month from Grace Notes Fabric. And I think her name is Corinne. I did a Stony Creek. My mind just went blank, and it's right here in front of me. I did a Stony Creek order, and this was the free pattern that I got for the April? What was April? Yeah, April. I did it on April 1st. So this is a series of 4. There'll be a free one each month, and if you don't get it when it's free, then I think they're $3.95. This guy is really cute. I'm not really into Halloween, but these are cutesy. And then number spiders. I do not like spiders. And I also purchased the Cricut Collection Winter. I have Autumn and I haven't started it yet, but I've been wanting to stitch this. I keep seeing it. Oh, I wonder if I should stitch it on this. I feel like this is blue, but I'm going to have to check that out. I'm going to have to pull the floss and do the floss toss thing. And then the last thing that I got was flea market baskets. And I didn't get it because I want to do the whole picture. I haven't decided if I will. If I do, I'll change the colors. This whole color palette is not me. I like a lot of Lori Holt's stuff, but she uses this same color palette for everything, and I'm not a fan of aqua or red, and there's never any purple. She doesn't like purple. But I like what Kimberly with Fat Quarter Shop has done with this motif, where she's doing, I think she's calling it Barn Sweet Barn. And if you take that center one and stitch it on 10 count fabric, and then she's putting them on a barn that comes from the 141 Design Company, the wood. So I might do that. This is a really pretty picture. And like I said, I might just change all the colors and stitch it anyway. But I wouldn't do that until I finish my flea market baskets that I haven't done yet. So I think that's all I have to share. My plans, it's like 2 weeks till my next video and the month will just be ending, so I will be able to show you my Whip Go projects for May, because they'll be pulled. Jessie Marie will pull the numbers on April 27th, so I will at least know what they are. Other than that, my plans are to stitch what I feel like stitching, and right now I'm enjoying the Flamingo. I want to get back to my Mousecapades by Luminous Fiber Arts, but the Flamingo is for a birthday present that I need in December, so I do need to finish it. And boy, my ring light, sorry, it's really messing in my glasses. I might go back to my Believe, or I might put it away. I decided in July I'm going to pull out Christmas stuff and work on Christmas stuff. So, like I said, whatever I feel like. Sometimes I get hooked on something and I just go and go and go. I want to go back to my Winter in Bloom, is that what it's called? I put it down because I was in a place where I have to do lots and lots and lots of white, and I don't like stitching with white. But I need to pick it up again so I can get past that. And that's one that's a quick stitch. It's a pretty big picture, but it's a quick stitch, and I already have it halfway done, so I should pull it out again. Oh, I was going to show you one more thing. I spent the day on Saturday with my sister, and she's on a gnome kick, so we made more gnomes. These are different. This is one of my little gnomes. These are little girl gnomes. They have little pigtails, and these little pigtails are made with mop heads. And these are Dollar Tree socks. I made 3 little gnomes. The other 2 I like way better. The socks were way cuter that we used for the hat. However, I left them sitting on my desk when we went to a movie yesterday, and they look like stuffed animals. So when I came home, their little faces were eaten off, 2 of them, and they were on the floor. Our beautiful sweet dog who loves stuffed animals. I don't know why he chose those 2 and didn't touch this one, because I really loved the other 2. So I'm going to have to start over and make them again. But so this is my newest little gnome. She's got arms. My other ones I showed you last time didn't have arms. And she's got little feet. And I just think she's cute with her little pigtails. But I'm going to have to, like, build shelves around the ceiling or something where the dog, he's a big dog. Because even I put her up on my display shelf, but he's taller than me when he stands on his hind feet, so he can get pretty much anywhere he wants to go. So I'm not sure if she'll stay where I put her, or if he'll grab her too. I hope not. He got in a lot of trouble, and he knew he was bad. He got chewed out pretty good, and it's so funny when he knows he's done something wrong and you're shaking it in his face. I feel bad and laugh at the same time because he's very comical that way. So I think that's it for this time. Thank you so much for watching. I made it all the way through the video without him barking, so I don't have to do any edits. And I am going to try to do videos every 2 weeks. This one is 3 days late because we hired a dog trainer, and our first meeting with her was on Friday, and I was doing other stuff to prepare for that, so I didn't get to do the video. But I have on my calendar to do these videos every 2 weeks, so my next one is supposed to be on the 29th. We'll see if I make it. I hope I will, and I'm curious what I'll have to show you. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful week, and bye for now. Happy crafting!